Top
Yeah,
three.
they got top 3, but the challengers, I mean, Abuse is still on my radar.
Absolutely.
They end up taking it home.
We think he's going to land on London next year. Perhaps.
It would make sense, but...
I got a good one here. I like
Sure.
this question a lot. It's from Flexed, a.k.a. Dylan. He said, do you think CODs will ever be dominated by consistently by one team again? Cole,
No.
Optic, etc., or no, because of how poorly CODs have been made recently? Maps, time to kill, snaking, spawns, PC cheese, EQ, making winning inconsistent.
Yes, you just said it all there yourself. I don't think we'll ever see... Unfortunately, the skill gap isn't what it used to be. Whereas,
very
like,
small.
you could literally, like... I'll use Formal's IW performance as an example. You'll still see dominant performances, but now it's like a bunch of players having dominant performances. And granted, there is still players that are like S-tier talented players, and they're still popping off, but the games are just... There's no red dots. There's no permanent dead silence. I think map design has definitely changed. We have different game modes. And there's too much talent now.
Yeah.
I think there's so much talent in the
It's
league.
so top heavy. Like,
I mean, like, just look at the MVP race. Like, I feel like back then, I guess there was debate around MVPs, but like we literally have 5-10 players who you can make an argument for when it comes to MVPs. So I don't think you'll see teams dominate like
to be
they
fair,
used to.
there was also more games being played, so it kind of like really showed who the MVPs are. Nowadays, the sample size is a lot smaller. At tournaments, you could play like you can win 3 matches and you're in a final, like a grand final. So it's like the sample size is just a lot smaller. Back in the day, you had to win like probably 6 or 7 series before you even sniffed the grand final. And that's going through winners bracket because you got to factor in pool play, winners 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like there was just a lot more games being played, and I feel like the sample size kind of affects that MVP race as well. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see a dominant team at one point again.
Yeah,
like Cold War phase, they were pretty fucking dominant.
Yes,
and that was 2 years ago.
But Cold War's skill gap, I think,
Cold War's skill gap was high.
Cold War is probably one of the best competitive games we've ever had. I mean, we had sort of basic spawns. I think map design was actually pretty good. I don't think the most recent titles were as good as Cold War competitively.
Correct.
So
Cold War was that
was a skill gap game.
Yes. Next up, I got a question from Skater Chick. Do you think Optic losing all maps this weekend will affect their mindset going into champs?
Let's hope not. I don't think so. I think you have a short-term memory, and I think you build up that momentum and confidence again in practice, assuming hopefully practice goes back to normal and things are going well. Can't really afford to really like let that negative snowball, that negative mindset sort of compound. You're kind of just hoping that they forget about it. You didn't even go to the event.
From what I've heard within the team, they will be fine, screw their heads on, get it together.
Yep.
I mean, they know they didn't play well. Obviously, you know, it sucks. It sucks for the fans to watch them lose, but obviously being players, like, it sucks more. You're putting all your work into this. You're getting roasted. You know, they look great coming into the tournament, then they have a flat weekend. Like, they're going to do everything that they can to perform well at champs.
Yeah.
And I'm confident that they can perform well at champs.
Who's winning this series in MW2 from K. Scat Riley? It's Team New Jersey, me, Simp, Zuma, Bose, or Team PA, you, Killa, Standy, Tej. We're fucking pissing on you. I got Bose throwing frags, Zuma's flanking you, and Simp, I'm going Simp go, and I'm behind him. You're toast.
We got strong arms. We
Sauce
got smokes.
Sauce is like, oh, what? Simp's weak.
Yeah, you guys probably got that.
Tej is eating cookies before the fucking tournament.
But I got Standy, Tej. I mean, there could be a series because I'd piss on. I'd take care of you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
This is a good